those strategies, but for the purpose of giving the best strategies, I can give you two strategies description in short. Briefly, I will explain you. Apologies. First strategy is Bank Nifty short straddle with out of the money hedge. So it is literally an ironfly, but the adjustment is multiple times till the universal exit happens. Our strategy will make multiple times entry. So what I planning to do is at very early, like 9:16 or 9:17, I will buy hedging, like out of the money call and put I will buy. Then at 9:30, I will sell a call and put option at the money. So it is naturally an ironfly, a short straddle with hedges. What we are planning to do is every day we will keep a certain percentage of stop loss, but that stop loss will be defined separate percentage in every day. For an example, on Friday it will be 20% on each leg, and on Monday it is 30% on each leg. Remaining days like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it will be a 5% combined stop loss. I mean premiums, the total premiums 5% combined stop loss will be the stop loss for each leg. So once one leg's stop loss is hit, we will keep another leg stop loss as cost to cost or else super trend 10.1 crossover. So for an example, if you are selling call and put option at 9:30, if market is going up, call stop loss is get hit, the put stop loss will become cost to cost or else super trend 10.1 crossover. And at certain point of time, even the put option stop loss also get hit, we will create another short straddle at that time. So this will be continued till 3 p.m. So this is one of my strategies which is working very good. You people all, can you tell me I am audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, Bharat. Actually, is it possible for you to draw something like that and explain, because visually we can't able to visualize what you are saying. I'm able to understand what I know what is ein condor and everything, but still we need some diagram representation that will be better.
I have to share my screen. Is that possible in group video?
Yes, I think so.
Because because Nelson sir is sharing his screen.
1 second. Yeah, 1 second. Let me just make you a co-host. Yeah. So can you see the share screen option now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you all people can able to see my chart screen?
Yes.
Okay. Let me continue once again, sir. This is okay. See.
So just 1 second for a minute, please. Just 1 second. So see, in this presentation, right, please do not try to give the actual parameters that you use, because what happens is that it's your intellectual property, right? It's your indicators that you're using. So you can say that, say, for example, that you're following a certain super trend values for trend direction. At the same time, you're using certain stop losses, but which are different, but don't give the exact stop losses that you're using. Because in that case, if people note down your stop loss, they note down the parameters of the super trend, then automatically instead of having to subscribe to your strategy, what they will do is they will create the strategy with those parameters and they will use that for themselves, right? And they can market your strategy under their own name. So then your value is gone. So you can say that, okay, so this is the logic based on which so I use super trend as an indicator to basically as a trend following. Also, I use stop loss to cost in order to basically hedge the strategy. And also, so that part is fine, but just don't go give out the parameters and your stop losses. Okay?
Yeah. Even in this strategy, I have given only 30-40% of my details. Not I have revealed all those details, but at least minimum details, if I can able to publish, then only other people can able to understand in basic way.
Yeah. So yeah, I agree with that. Yes. So that is good point. But if you see other presentations, right, like, other know the strategy sessions that are there on this thing, so they give you only an overview, but they will not discuss the parameters because that is not allowed. And also, if any point in time they get to know this thing, the entire parameters, then the strategy marketability comes down. They will make those strategies and then they will basically put it in their own way. Yeah. Okay, sir. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, fine. So this is ironfly. So at certain point of time, we will buy out of the money hedge position first, not the straddle. Then one certain point of time, I don't want to reveal the time, because each and every day the time frame is different. For Monday, the entry time is separate from, if you compare with Tuesday, the time is different. So at certain point of time at morning, we will enter in short straddle, which is basically the out of the money hedges is taken before the straddle is taken. So naturally, it is an ironfly strategy.
Okay.
Then what we are doing is, we are also keep just like entry time is different from every day. Our stop loss is also different from every day because not all the day premium are same. For on Friday the premium will be so higher. On Thursday the premium will be so lesser. So according to the price, we have defined the stop loss every day. Okay. So certain point of time, if our one leg stop loss is hit, for an example, if market is trending upside, if call stop loss is hit, we will keep on the put option in open position.
Okay.
Then one point of time, if the put options stop loss is also get hit, then we will create the straddle again. So this process will be continued till the universal exit happens at evening. So on basis of not revealing all the details, this is the basic characteristics of my strategy. But in fact, it seems like this is very normal short straddle done by everyone. But what is differentiating my strategy to other is the stop loss and the parameters which I'm using is completely different from others.
Correct.
So this is my short straddle ironfly's strategy. And I also want to reveal you another.
And what is the name of that your strategy that's shared in Tradetron?
Yes, sir. Can you also share, like, Tradetron, this thing, the paper trading deployment that you may have? Can you show the statistics that are there? So that will be like,
One second.
Yeah, sure.
Can you able to see my screen? I mean,
we can see trading view. Yeah, we can see the trading view. This thing.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Sir, I have another doubt. To share my another screen.
Can you just you can drag that? See, this is the main screen, right? So there are two screens that you're using.
Okay, I don't know how to share my.
Just remove this. Just remove this trading view screen and add your browser.
Yeah, browser. Just bring the browser onto this screen. The second browser from another screen, right? Just bring it onto this screen. That's it. Just drag and bring it over here. We are not able to see it. One second. Yeah. Yes, now we can see it.
So this is my page, Vardhaman Quantum Capitals.
Okay.
So here, 1 minute. Strategies. See, this is the first strategy, Bank Nifty ironfly multiple times re-entry. This is the strategy which I've discussed now.
Okay.
Bank Nifty ironfly multiple time re-entry.
Re-entry, correct.
So like that, I have many strategies, but apart from these strategies, I also have another powerful strategy which is working like magic. So that is Bank Nifty short straddle one time re-entry.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can able to see the fifth strategy.
Yes.
Which my mouse is moving around.
Yeah, you can click on that, sir.
Yeah. So, okay. In this strategy, it will be little complicated, but I can able to give you in a brief way. Okay. So we have to enter short straddle at 9:20 every day. So there will be a certain stop loss on both legs. Okay, sir.
Okay.
So if one leg stop loss is hit, we will keep open the second position. Like if, for an example, if market is trending up, all stop losses get hit, we will keep the position of put option.
Okay.
And now the put option stop loss will move to the cost to cost.
Okay.
The cost which we sold at morning. Then at one certain point of time, if the cost to cost is came, we will not close the position. I mean, the put option stop loss is not cost to cost. I mean, if it comes to cost, we will enter into another straddle and we'll keep the put option open still after second straddle is become created. Okay, sir. And then if market turns U-shape, like if it is coming downside. Now morning market went up, our call stop loss get hit. We are having the put option open, and when the put option comes to the cost price, we will create another straddle. The straddle is called straddle B. The first straddle is straddle A. Then if market is going down, then we will close put option of straddle A and we'll keep the straddle B, both call and put option open.
Awesome. Okay.
Then the second straddle. So as of now, market went up, call option stop loss get hit. Market came came down. Put option went to cost price. We created straddle B. Then market again going down. We will close the put option of straddle A and we'll keep the straddle B open, both legs. And for that both legs, we will have certain stop loss. Then if market still going down, the put option of straddle B will get hit and the call option of straddle A, straddle B will be in open position.
Right.
So only two times the straddle can be created in this strategy.
Okay.
Straddle A and straddle B, not multiple times. It is only straddle A is a basic straddle and straddle B is a one-time re-entry. So at maximum, we will create 2 straddles, including the entry straddle.
Awesome. So can you show the statistics that is there at the bottom? Statistics of how the.
And Nelson sir, I want to ask you if you can able to see my screen. I am deploying my strategies, all 17 strategies in paper trading for since April 1.
Okay. Yes.
These are all the strategies which is available in marketplace. If you can able to see, you can see some strategies have graph like ROI 1.15, ROI 0.23 like. But some strategies is showing 0. I mean, there is no such graph is created. Is there any reason for it? Is the issue is from Tradetron side?
No. So basically, any strategy that is there on marketplace, right? There has to be at least some deployment that is there. So either you need to deploy it on paper trading, or some of the clients whoever has subscribed, right, has to deploy this strategy in paper trading. Only then what happens is that it also gets into Tradetron deployment. So if you publish a strategy, but it's not deployed by anyone, right? Then Tradetron
I deployed in paper trading myself. I deployed.
You have deployed it in paper trading. Okay, then we will have to just check the template and then this thing. Then we will, because what happens is that normally after 4 days, right, of your deploying the strategy, it should start showing the stats. So that's when what happens is that whenever someone deploys in paper trading, then even Tradetron deployment gets activated and it will start showing the the parameters. But yes, we can discuss this. If you have already deployed it in paper trading, I will have to check the template data and we will get this fixed if there is some issue.
Because you see, most of my strategies, not the graph is get created.
Okay, you deployed this at 2 weeks ago, right? When did you deploy this? 2 weeks ago only, or when did you this thing?
Since April 1, exactly on April 1.
April 1. Okay, so it's 2 weeks, right? Okay, all right. Okay.
See, this is Bank Nifty short straddle one-time re-entry, but this showing the statistics.
Okay, yeah. So if you can just click on that strategy, right?
I'm showing in deployed page. See, this is one-time re-entry. And here you can able to see in last 15 days, there was 9 trading sessions. In 9 trading sessions with a capital of 4 lakhs, most of the days we are in profit.
Correct.
As of now, it is getting 18,200 as profit.
Okay.
Before brokerages.
Okay, that is awesome. So yeah, so one recommendation over here is that in the description of this strategy, what you've given is correct. Just that don't mention the 30% stop loss that you have mentioned, right? Don't mention that percentage. So see over here, you have put that, with stop loss of 30% on each leg. So that is something that you should not mention. So 920 entry is fine with a stop loss of certain percent that is dependent on the market movement. Okay.
In fact, I have given the complete details transparent to people so that they can able to understand and can able to deploy our strategies. I do it I mean it in a good way. In fact,
yes, sir, what you're saying is right. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you in this case. The only reason why I'm saying that is because, see, once we give out the parameters, right, there will be some genuine, sincere investors who will trust you on this and they will subscribe to your strategy. But the point is, if you give out the parameters like this, then they will, first of all, they will create the strategy in their own account and they will deploy it as per their own intellectual property. Okay. So then your edge goes away. So in order to create that trust that you're talking about, right, that the client should have trust, what you can do is you can show your own paper trading deployment or your own self deployment if you have it in your own account, if you have deployed the strategy, right? And that statistics we can publish in the presentation and things like that. But we cannot give out.
I have made this decision on basis of if you can see the Algo Capital and Quantum Labs, like these companies are giving their strategies in YouTube videos. So that they are completely explaining all the parameters, all the description about the strategies. So I thought, okay, if they can able to be very transparent to the clients, then why should not I should be transparent? Okay, I will change myself, sir. I will change the parameters numbers hidden. I won't reveal the numbers. I will modify later. Might be tomorrow Sunday. So when I
what you can say that the range of stop loss would be around say 20 to 30 or 20 to 40% that way. That way it's fine. But if you give it the exact percentage, then it's basically your own logic is gone away, right?
I thought the winning peoples are very transparent. So if I should be transparent, then only I can able to get the people, clients from the public peoples.
So those details, right? See, sir, those details you can give to your clients who have already subscribed and then are using your strategy. Basically, you can tell them that, this strategy takes so many number of trades, your cost would be so much. And the maximum loss that you would face. Okay, if you're not given the target, then it's fine. If you're given a stop loss, then you can give a range. Say that 25 to 35% is the normal range. Okay. So that because people will be like, okay, yes, okay, I want to know how much is my maximum risk. That's a fair question that anyone will have. That it's not that you should not tell how much is the stop loss. Just that don't give the exact percentage. Because if you give exact percentage, then see, when you say 20 to 30%, then you can say that I keep on modifying it depending on the market. And that's how, I'm getting so and so good results. Because that's your experience and that's your knowledge because of which you are able to get it. But if you give the exact percentage, right, then people don't have to work hard. They will put simply 30% and they will make it their own strategy.
Okay. I completely get your point and I will modify accordingly, sir.
Sir. Okay. Yes, you can proceed, sir. That is fine. Rest looks good, sir. Yes, please go ahead.
So this is my description page and I clearly mentioned all those strategies. So the strategy is completed, sir. Simply I said, no, we will create only 2 straddles. First, basically one straddle A at a certain time. And once a single stop loss is hit, we will keep the position open of the second leg. And once the second leg comes to the cost price, we won't close that position. We will create another straddle, and to defend the loss of the open position, the second straddle will give you the profit, which can be able to manage your loss, whichever incurred in first straddle.
Pradeep, we are not able to hear you.
Sir, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Yeah, okay. Now we can hear you. Yeah, okay, sir. So a couple of points to include. So what is your general view of the market? Do you follow certain long-term trends or what are the parameters that you normally or indicators that you rely on while creating a particular strategy?
So I basically don't rely on indicators so easily. because
Okay.
I completely believe in adjustment. Even in this page, in every strategy, I have clearly mentioned in the second paragraph, you can see my very own mantra is no strategy is 100% successful in the world. All strategy has its own advantages and disadvantages. It is the adjustment which enhance the strategy to keep it profitable. So I completely believe in adjustment, sir, because I am basically an option seller and I have a big capital. So for that capital, you cannot go for option buying or else futures, which is very risky.
Correct.
See, this is my point of view. I'm not degrading those people who are using option buying or future trading. This is my way of trading, and I trade only in option selling. And I don't also do trade on stock options. I do only Nifty and Bank Nifty.
Okay.
Because they can't able to move 10%, 15% in a single day. But in case of stock options, if you sell an option of TCS or something else, if TCS has, sorry, Infosys, I am selling call option. Okay, sorry, put option. Most probably we are expecting a 10% down to on Monday Infosys, because it is bad. It is having a very bad result, and in USA ADR, Infosys is so much down. So we are expecting a very big gap down on Infosys Monday. So what happen if I sell put option Infosys? It may hurt me a lot. It doesn't mean option selling we will win always. Option selling is have a very limited profit and unlimited risk. So I don't trade in stock options. Rather, I do only Nifty and Bank Nifty options, most particularly Bank Nifty, which will give you very disciplined return month on month. So even though I trust one or two indicators, which is super trend and pivot points.
Okay.
Still, I don't believe in a bigger way, because all my 17 strategies has its own way of doing adjustments.
Amazing. Yeah. So if do you have like a backtested this particular strategy in order to see how it has performed
also, I'm showing you another issue from Tradetron. If you see backtest option here,
okay,
I have given backtest on April 7th.
Okay, I think this
all my 17 strategies, if you can able to see, there are 4 pages. I have given backtest of all 17 strategies on April 7th.
Okay.
Not even a single backtest result is came.
Okay, so I think yeah. Okay, in this case, we will have to credit the backtest because I think it's somewhere stuck. What is the backtest ID? Just give me the backtest ID for this. Tell me the backtest ID.
1 minute.
Yeah, so after this section, right, give me the backtest ID because I think it's stuck somewhere. So because of which, yeah, you will have to provide me this backtest IDs. So I will make a note of that and we will have to credit those backtests to you. So you can rerun them and then it should work because the backtest engine is in beta mode. So that's the reason why it might have got stuck for this particular strategy, but we will check it. So yeah, so and also Vardhaman sir, I'll need your contact number because your contact number is not there on this thing on Telegram because I'm in touch with everyone from our team on personal WhatsApp and everything if they have any queries, but your number is not there. So please message me your contact number.
Kindly note it. Yeah. 900
900
33
888
08.
Okay, all right. So
my name is Pradeep Kumar.
Yes. So yeah. So in this case, what we can do is because in this case I can see that the backtest was stuck. So yeah, so once you have the backtest report, right? The logic that I was trying to tell you is that once you have backtested the strategy, you can include those details also. So for example, can you go to the paper trading deployment of this strategy that you have?
This is the deployed page, sir.
Yeah. So on deployed page, you have the paper trading deployment, right? Of 9.
Yes.
Is this the same strategy?
Sir?
Is this the same strategy? I think it was at the bottom somewhere, right? The 9.
No, this one. Bank Nifty short straddle one-time re-entry.
Yeah. Can you just click on the 3 dots on the right-hand side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just over there is statistics. So click on that.
Yes.
So yeah. So this is what I was trying to tell you that over here you see this statistics below, right? So on 4 lakh capital, it is given for 18% return. Drawdown is just 1%. Correct. And standard deviation is just scroll a little lower. So see, as you can, so this are basically the parameter. This is basically forward testing that you are saying that, since 1st of April, since when it was deployed, it has given just 1% drawdown with a return of around 5%, which is ongoing for April, and it's just 15 days return. So this is what is basically an important parameter. So this is two factors that we have to include normally in presentation, or this thing that what is the backtested data showing, okay, and how the performance strategy is showing in backtest, and also you can mention in actual paper trading, in forward testing, that is right from the time you have deployed the strategy, how much has the strategy returned in paper trading from the date of deployment, and according to that, the people will get to know that, you know what, okay, actually not only in just paper backtesting but also in paper trading, that is forward testing, the strategy is performing well.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Yeah, so that is the thing. So also, if next thing that we have to mention is how many trades does it take per day, and what is the average cost that you are expecting for this strategy?
In this one-time re-entry, sir.
Right.
So I already mentioned it will take
So
at
4
maximum
trades, right?
2 straddles. 2 straddles
that
with
is
4
total
legs.
4 trades, right? And the hedge that you buy.
If you can see here, like okay, let me show you any separate day example. Most of the day, even at the straddle A itself, it is giving profit. So there is no chance of getting second straddle option. Fortunately or unfortunately, we never took a straddle B because most of this here you can able to see, sir.
Right.
37,400 straddle is taken.
Okay.
This is on Tuesday. Okay.
Okay.
This week Tuesday, it took 37,400 straddle call and put option.
Okay.
If you can see here, and also I mentioned, sir, if it is taking at 9:20, my system is showing 1.5 hour later time. So there is also time issue in my Tradetron.
Yeah. Your time zone is different, so that also will.
So it is showing 10:50, but it is not 10:50. It is 9:20.
Okay. Yeah. So that is a time zone difference in your setting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll change that. Okay.
We took trade on 37,400 call option and put option straddle. So we sold 37,400 call option for 244, and the stop loss hit at 330 rupees. Okay. It is around 30 minutes later. I mean, half an hour later, the call stop losses get hit.
Okay.
Then the put option is still open. Okay, sir.
Okay.
But this put option is get universal exit at evening.
Okay.
Because the market is in range bound. Once the call option is get hit, the market went sideways. So there is no such whipsaw market. So the put option is open till evening. But you know what? The put option we sold for 271. At certain point of time, it again came to 271.
Okay.
So because of that, this 37,300 straddle is taken. I already mentioned that if the put option, sorry, one stop loss is hit, the another leg which comes to the cost price, the position will not get closed. It will try to defend the loss by taking another straddle. So here you can able to see 37,300 straddle is taken at 11:35. In fact, this is not 11:35. If you remove 1.5 hour means it will be at 10 o'clock, around 10:05, sir.
Right.
Okay, 10:05 that straddle B is taken. We sold for 268 rupees a call option and 219 put option.
Okay.
And if you notice, this straddle B, both call option and put option stop loss never get hit.
Okay,
sir, because we have a certain percentage of stop loss, it doesn't get hit. So at the end of the day, it get exited.
Okay.
Then once it get exited, this put option giving you a good profit. So overall, we ended up with 2,700 rupees.
Right. So this strategy does not have hedges, right? In this case,
it doesn't have hedges because we are earning a very medium size of profit. If you do hedging, the complete profit will be taken by the hedging cost.
The price, right? The premium that the hedges will take.
Yeah, if you sell, if you buy option for 30 rupees, 40 rupees, whatever maybe happens, it will become 15 rupees loss in both call option and hedges.
That
so
is what happens.
30 points loss into 25 quantity size will become to 700, 800 rupees. And also we have brokerages, 200, 300, 400 rupees brokerages. So all put together, 1,000 rupees will be wiped off only because of hedging. And our profit is around 2,000, 3,000 rupees. So in a longer way, if you see, it is meaningless if you're doing hedging.
Correct, right, yes. So that is a logic that you can actually mention.
But I'm not against hedging, because I have hedging strategies too. Because the first strategy which I told is ironfly, which have out of the money hedges. I don't hedge blindly every strategies. There should be some logic. If there is hedging, the profit should be higher, so that you can able to hedge, which will be very meaningful for your trade.
Correct.
If our profit is very low, no use of hedging.
Correct. Right. So yeah, you can mention this logic that, some people might say that, some clients will come and tell you that, sir, I want a hedging strategy. So you can accordingly mention the strategy that you have for hedging.
Yeah, I mentioned here also, sir.
Yeah.
I clearly mentioned another reason for huge capital requirement of strategy is not buying hedge from OI. Since our strategies rainbow, we only make 40, 50 points as profit, and spending 20 rupees in hedging every day will not get more enough profit consistently. Yes. I have given every details. See, all my thought process is proceeded here.
Yes, this is good, sir. Yes, this is yeah. So as a feedback, I would say that this is very good that you've given all the details. Only thing is that, as we mentioned, right, that the exact percentage and the exact indicator.
Yeah, I will try to hide it by end of the day.
Yeah, you can give a range. Yeah, you can give a range, but just don't give the exact parameters out. Okay, sir.
So now only I get to know I might be a good trader, but I'm not a good businessman or good entrepreneur.
Why, sir? Why do you think so?
Because being a person who want to market myself, क्या बोलते हैं उसको, like I don't know the trick of the business. Slowly
it will happen, sir. It takes time. No, that's what we discussed, right? So it's like it will not happen overnight, sir. So see, what happens is that even other strategy creators who are there on marketplace, they have built their client base over a period of few years on, say, on Telegram and things like that, and then that trust that is already there, no, those are the clients who are actually using the strategies that are deployed by the creators. So it will take some time, but yeah. But eventually will be, once your strategy starts performing and things like that, right? Which as we can see, it's giving good returns in the 9 counters itself, in this month itself. So that way, it will obviously, at a certain point in time, people will start following you, sir. So that's not an issue.
So that is the problem, sir. Tradetron is giving only 4 statistics. Remaining all the strategies,
yeah. I'm not getting no. So that's what.
So that I'm losing my clients' prospectus and perspective.
Yes, what you're saying is right. So this is the reason why, I'm trying to keep in touch with all of you through WhatsApp and things like that, so that, if you come across some issues like this, right, either at tech end or at the strategy level, we will need to discuss it and we'll need to clear it out. So yeah, as you said, like I say, as a policy, right, the statistics start showing after 4 days of deploying the strategy, once it is deployed. So if it's not showing till now, then we will have to check the issue, and then accordingly we will update it. So
I have many issues with Tradetron. I have noticed all those. For an example, if I can able to give you, this strategy is giving a very good performance, but not big profit, not big loss. But if you can able to see the first day itself, it is giving 13,000. But my coding doesn't gives 13,000 loss. But what happened is, when I check, there is one still open position is available. Even this expiry is completed. 7th of April expiry is completed. So these kind of small glitches. See, if it is showing 13,000 loss in first day itself, all the statistics goes in vain. If you see the statistics here,
right. So
the complete graph is below 0. So it is all the way showing a negative. But this strategy is completely performing good. But because of that one mistake, my complete hard work goes in vain.
No. So basically, what might have happened over here is that some parameter, right, because of which in the universal exit or something, the strategy might have not got exited. But there is an option to change this in paper trading. So if you click on this, right, there will be an option to edit. So if you go to the right hand side, you can make the quantity as 0. But I will show that to you after the session, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
I
then
don't
after that,
want
the
to
statistical will
waste
proper
much
then.
time because many people are awaiting here.
Yeah, actually. So, so in this case, so yeah, basically the feedback is as such. So on the personal level, the issues that you're facing, right? We will discuss that post this session. Okay,
Yeah,
sir.
definitely.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So thank you for this presentation, sir. So
Thank you,
I hope
sir.
that you have got the feedback also. So basically, certain things like hiding the parameters. Apart from that, whatever description you have given is very good, and I think you can proceed with that. Any other feedback from the participants that you want to give? Please go ahead. Anyone else? They have some recommendation or something for Pradeep, sir?
Only one thing I noticed was because of 17 strategies, clients can't able to pick which one is better. So you choose and reduce it to 4 or 5 strategies because 17 is very huge. That's the only point I thought.
Yeah, I understand because I myself trading in all those 17 strategies.
But still, if I am a new client and I am coming to you, how I'll choose which one? I have only 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs means I can't do 17, right? So I have to choose 1 or 2 from you. And what will be your recommendations on 17?
Yeah, it's a very good feedback. But what the point is, sir, I have around 80 to 83 strategies with me. I have very good strategies, and among all 83 strategies, these 17 strategies are fantastically working in market as of now. So why I presented all my...
If you want me to subscribe, which one you choose to recommend me?
This two. Like the first one is, I will give you the best 3 strategies. The Bank Nifty ironfly multiple time re-entry. The strategy which I discussed first. Okay. Then this one also is working like magic. Bank Nifty ironfly wait and trade method with martingale system. This one. And this one-time re-entry. These 3 are working like amazing. It's giving a very good profit and a disciplined return, sir. In the world of option selling, 3 to 4% per month is I think one thing, sir. With the help of 3 to 4% per month,
it's a good
you can able to convert your 10 lakhs to 100 crores within 10 years. I'm not joking. It might be seems like a dream, but if you use the rule of 72, the compound interest method, rule of 72, Mr. Nelson Pereira would have gone through this rule of 72. Using 10 lakhs as capital and getting 4% month-on-month return with the help of compounding your capital, your profit into capital, within 10 years, your 10 lakhs will be 100 crores. I'm not joking, guys.
So basically on a 4% on a monthly basis, consistent is very, very good. Like, if people can make that kind of return consistently, you are among the top 1%.
Yeah, so, but people, those who are gambling in market doesn't know what is the power of 4% per month, because in sometimes option buying, 100 rupees option will go to 140 rupees. Okay, that will be 40%. Point is, you cannot deploy 100 crores, 200 crores in option buying. So that is not possible because of liquidity issue, you cannot do. But using 100 crores, 40 crores, 30 crores as capital, option selling is haram se ho sakte.
Correct, right.
And there will be no big liquidity issue if you go with a round of strike price like 36,500, 37.
And very less risk and better than FD returns. Anyone can do this.
Yes. So basically, that's option selling limited risk. So that's the advantage of doing this thing. But what the point is, if you are able to make that kind of a return consistently, that's what matters. So consistency is the key in this case, which is
I am aiming 4% every month, and I'm merely having capital of 1 crore. My aim is to make at least 300 to 400 crores from here to 10 years.
Correct, right.
For that, it doesn't seem a very tough thing.
Possible. Right. On a CAGR basis, it can happen, yes.
Yeah, in the basis of rule of 72 and very much disciplined way of trading, I think this is completely possible target for me.
Correct.
And any queries and any suggestions, you people can tell me. I can modify or else do something for you people.
Mr. Varun. Hi, I'm Muzaffar.
Yeah, audible, sir.
Yeah. So couple of feedbacks from my end. So just now you spoke about a metric, saying using 4%, you can make whatever amount of money.
Yes.
Okay. So my thought was that instead of saying it now, generally when you start your presentation, this is something like a huge high point of a presentation, right? When you said that using 10 lakh, 4% compounded so and so, you can
Yeah.
make so much. This is such a big hook for someone that even if someone is not interested in the presentation, he will ultimately think, Acha, aise kaise karte hai? And then he will actually start paying attention to what you're saying. So instead of saying this, saying these kind of statistics in the end, when people have probably
Okay.
completed the presentation, you'd rather start this presentation by talking about this metric, saying, you know what, just using 10 lakh, 4%, you can get this much return. And I will show you how you can do it through my strategies on Tradetron.
Yeah.
That creates a huge, powerful
my
impact.
opinion is not to see. Here are only, I think, 12 to 20 members only available, and I am not in the tendency to grab you all people to my strategy, because you all people are already a strategy makers.
I get that. What I'm saying is,
I'm not
goal,
telling this to the public people, because you people are also strategy creator. You are not a client. So I think, okay, many people are in trading field are very greedy. So what my point of opinion is, you don't want to be greedy. Even if you want to make hundreds of crores without greedy, it is possible in trading to give some good hope. मेरा मकसद ये नहीं था कि आपको सबको ल्यूरिंग करना, ग्रीडी करना नहीं है, because naturally option selling में greedy नहीं हो सकते हैं. You are selling an option for 40 rupees, your maximum profit is 40 rupees. There is no point in greedy. So मैं भी greedy नहीं हूँ, मैं किसी को greedy भी नहीं बना रहा हूँ मैं, but just एक hope देने के लिए, to give a good hope, a good view about trading, not about Tradetron, not about my strategies, to give a good picture of trading. Many people are, even my father is not allowing me to trade. I am doing trading without knowing my father. So to give a good view of trading, those things I have mentioned.
Right, which was very good. Also, when you talk now, you have that smile in your face, which gives a very good opinion of you, when you are presenting it. It really helps a lot. Good takeaway for everyone. Also, what Mr. Kiran said, I agree with him that I don't remember any of the 17 strategies. But if you talk about only top 2 or top 3 or top 5 strategies, that will really help.
Okay. That's what I filtered only 2 of my best strategies and presented here.
Yeah, so basically, sir, what you can do now, so the thing is, you can talk about the top 3-4 strategies. And then once you have already a few clients who have already started trusting you, and they want to deploy, say, a few of your other strategies, then you can start promoting the other strategy which you already have on marketplace. So there's no harm in, we are not expecting that you should remove that from marketplace or anything, but try to focus on a few strategies that can give good returns for clients at the initial stage. So that way,
in fact, for me, 17 is very few, sir, because I already mentioned I have 83 strategies with me, and some strategies badly working, some strategies were fantastic working. So among those 83 strategies, I have filtered the best making 17 strategies, and I have published here. So to keep my people around me also get benefited using my strategy, because many of my friends are not interested in trading, but they are interested in earning money. They want money, but they don't want to learn. So for those people, because some people are very busy in their existing business, and some people are not want to get confused by learning trading and all. So for those people around me, like my friends, my families, my relatives, those are using, those are having very big capital. I want to, because I have knowledge, those my family people and relatives having very good capital, and all put together as a collaboration, it is like win-win situation. I will also earn using my knowledge, they will also earn, and using their earnings, I will also again earn as a commission from Tradetron. So this is like a win-win situation.
Correct, sir. Yes. So yeah, so overall a very good presentation, and yeah, and I also agree with what Josefa also said in terms of maintaining that smile is very important. Yeah, so that itself is a very big a trust factor that comes into picture. So yeah, so that's a good thing, sir. So yeah, so the overall a good presentation. I hope you have taken the feedback. We can also review this video.
Yeah, definitely, sir.
So yeah, if you need any help any point in time, we will be able to help you also. So yeah, okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for the nice presentation. So yeah, so next, who would like to start?
Let them all finish. I'll finish it last.
Okay, all right.
Can I? Yeah, because mine would be a short one. So
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. Please go ahead, sir. You can. Let me make you a co-host. Let me make you a co-host, Sarji.
Okay, I don't have a webcam on this laptop, so I'll be able to share my screen.
Yeah. So I've made you a co-host.
That's fine, sir. That's fine.
Yeah, so you can basically just basically present your screen. That should be good enough. Are you able to present your screen now? Aditya, do you see the option to share your screen? Yeah, I think he's saying. Okay.
Well, okay, so my strategy is basically option buying, and I'm not a positional guy, positional option buyer.
Okay.
Because if you're buying an option, all you need to do is get in when there is momentum. It's like basically the river is flowing, take whatever you can and get out.
Correct.
Right. And if you're holding the option, I mean, okay, then you need to be on the other side, on the seller side, because that's what I have learned, and that's how I do. And my risk is always, because if there is a momentum, it will go. I mean, if it is not moving, so which means it's better to get out of there, because then it will slow down, and when there is momentum back, I'll enter again. So I basically rely on pivot points, and for I mean, should I I don't know whether I should, because here anyway, I mean, there are option sellers, so it doesn't make a difference what I tell. Right. So okay, the thing is, I mean, I rely on pivot points. Because that gives you an rough idea of what is the target you can expect.
Okay.
Right. Like as an example, say, okay, I mean, if you're breaking this line, which is the support line, right? So if you're taking a trade, the major concern, what I have experienced and I have seen, is we don't know where to book if you're a buyer. But I rely on pivot points, because I know, okay, after this, I have this line. Okay, this is a previous day low, but these are the pivot points. So if you ask me, I'll be risking what? This much. And when I'm gaining, I gain more. My win percentage is around, like when I'm doing manually, okay, it's around 65. But the thing is, my risk reward is always 1:2, like 3 or 2. I mean, at least I make 1:2. Okay, and great. I mean, yeah, sometimes, I mean, these all you get more, right? These are all easily 1:4.
Right.
So this is the, I mean, overview. And the thing is, what I have used is, once I enter, always I'll try to trail, because if you're a buyer, there will be, I mean, the number of losses you're going to hit will be more.
Right. Correct. Right? Yeah, it has to be a very quick trade. Correct.
Right. The number of losses what you're going to hit. So that's one point you need to control. So how do I control this? Once I enter, it starts trailing it. Once I enter a trade, after a certain distance, when it starts trailing it, so that first my aim is to protect my capital, then 1:1, 1:2, whatever, and depend upon my targets, what I have. Okay. So I used to trade this manually. So then I got to Tradetron and tried to, I mean, I couldn't code it, to be frank.
Okay.
So I basically paid Tradetron to, I mean, I gave them the parameters, then okay, code and give me this thing.
Okay.
Right. So these all started in sometime Feb and all. So, and the iterations, because see, like if you are asking me here, right, here if there is an entry short side, if If I'm sitting manually, I'll tell no, I'll not take an entry short here. But for the computer, it runs on numbers or say some rules. So so that process, whereas because I have to convert whatever I think in terms of numbering system or say like a set of rules. So and that I told your guy who has done good job. So and we spent I think almost a March in that stuff. And in April we have basically 4 sets, and I got the last set somewhere I guess around 4th or 5th of April. So but the thing what I did was I maintained the Excel sheet in parallel to check if the conditions are meeting on the chart and the trade is being taken there. I keep a record on Excel because the strategy, if I could show you my Tradetron deployment page, because they were deployed on certain dates, different dates, right? So here there are different iterations of those. If you could see the screen, then the thing is the deployment dates you could see will be different. 2nd April and 2nd April there is one, then there is 6th April. And one, as an example, right? This was deployed on number 3 is where this was deployed on 7th of April. It hasn't taken a trade yet. Okay. But thing is, in actual the condition was met. There was one error which the guy had kept in the entry criteria. So, but but when the other one was, the same criteria was met and the other entry was taken, I was noting what this strategy would do, so that for my record, before I leave it to public, I want to be sure of it's working exactly as I would do in a manual condition.
Right.
Okay. And I have put them on backtest as well. But see, I have put it on 1 minute candle. Okay. The thing is, what I see is, as an example, if I show you, my loss in a trade is never more than 1250. Okay. That's okay. 1250, say 1300 or 1400, including CPA. But here I see a loss of 3500 and odd. So, so that didn't give me confidence to completely rely on this backtest. Okay. Because if there is a, free candle or anything, obviously, it will not exit at such a fast pace, because I have seen the chart. I went back and saw the charts as well. What Tradetron does is, if I keep the condition as open, so it uses the opening value of that particular candle. Correct. Right. But in reality, what might have happened is the previous candle might have gone, hit the target and come back. Correct. Right? It might have exited there. It has happened many times when I'm doing, right, in live, when I'm doing, when I'm in live offline, it happens. But here it only takes the opening value. Correct. Like if the candle opens at say 100, if the price goes to 200 and comes back to 120, and whereas 200 might be my target and I might have exited in that candle, but in backtest it will only count 100. The next candle opening might be at 120, and from there it might fall down, so it will count as negative. But anyway, irrespective of that fact, even then it is giving a positive result. Okay. If you check and see, option buying, the capital required is less. So obviously, if you check this part, I think this is tested for 6 months back testing. Okay. Right. So that's even
how many days have you paper traded the strategies forward testing?
Well, see, last month I had put some. Then subsequently, when I got them updated, I have put them again this month. Okay. So I won't be going live until I would say somewhere in May, until like I have a strong data to show. Okay. Right. And but the backtesting results, whatever is visible, right? Right. So the capital I have mentioned is 35K, what I remember. Right. So on a 6 months, this is there, but the thing is, I'm a little not sure of this thing. So what I am doing is, I am having my own Excel sheet where I record. Okay. Right. Individual, like in 3.0, what happened, 4.0 with the entry timings. in Tradetron, in like the entry criteria meet, so I again manually track as well.
Okay.
So for my so as on April, if you see, okay, this is what the pivot points I spoke, right? Okay. I mean, so I'm just using like 40,000. You don't need 40,000 capital for one lot of buying, but still, okay, this is the different iterations I have. And the thing I would be going live is these two, which I buy. And this, I mean, the marathon, what you see is, I mean, something else. Okay, it's not. But after a couple of months, when I have the data, because what I am seeing is, if a guy is investing, what would be his final P&L, what is his ROI, his brokerage. So when I feel that, okay, if somebody is investing some money, so obviously, I mean, if there is something which he's taking home, only then it makes sense. And right, and the option buying, selling, okay. The thing is, you just, I mean, the more you wait, the more you gain. I mean, as expecting the market is sideways, or say, is such a condition, right? In such a condition, but what I would do, I would enter at here, I would exit here. I'm done.
Yes, so buying, you have to be very quick in entry and exit, you're right.
As an example, just, okay, I'm entering here, I'm exiting here, I'm done here, right?
Right.
So, I mean, the entry criteria is basically different, but I'm just giving you an example that, but, and the thing is, my main focus was to minimize, I mean, keep the loss under check.
Okay. So if you have paper traded the strategy, right, how much is the drawdown been and how much is the
well, I'll let me show you, because
share deployed page if you have
right. See, I mean, okay, this one is the stock one. This one is 2nd of April. It has taken 5 trades, but in actual, it's more, because the thing is, we made the strategy, put it on paper trade. Then there were issues coming up, which like it was not taking an entry. Like as an example, if I show you R 2.0, right? Here it has taken only 5 entries.
Right.
Okay, but if you see here, it's 9. So you see the difference. So now, okay, it's taking the entries, right? So that's why I said I would need a month or more to make sure that it's, I mean, the entries and all records are, I mean, right? Because end of the day, I know this will make money, because it has, I mean, for manual it has worked for me, and the entry criteria, and it's working as per the, I mean, thought what I had in mind.
Okay.
Right. But right now, I wouldn't be relying on this, because here it's 5, there it's 9. Right. So that thing, like going on that data for me, that's why I am not considering your backtest as well.
Right.
Because that's more, I mean, like if I am having a stop loss, like I have mentioned here in the description, if you see,
right,
the write up, like I might have somewhere. Okay, let's see here. Okay. I mean, the first thing I mentioned is this is option buying strategy. Name suggests this is a range breakout, which suggests trade might not be initiated every day, right? Works on intraday, trend based, looks to capture maximum points, same time trailing SL to protect profits. Max profit is here, and max loss day per day is 2,600, which is basically two loss trades of 1,300. And this is one thing, I mean, like if there is a buyer, this is the first thing he needs to learn is, like, if you're having 2 stop losses for the day, get out, because then your revenge tradings will come in if you're staying more than that.
Correct.
Right. So if you're already wrong twice, so that's an indication that you're going to be wrong. I mean, maybe a couple of times more. I mean, because then your whatever strategy or rules you have, those will go out of the window.
Correct.
Right. So that was my focus, because I being an option buyer, I have been through all this.
Right.
And luckily I got Shiva, so that's the guy who changed me.
Right. Okay. All right. So
Shiva,
yeah, options scalper.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
So
right. That's nice. Huh?
So I mean, those all things came in. So the thing I learned is, okay, I mean, after 2, you're wrong already. I mean, the third trade, you might be confident, like 90%, but your mind will not be in that condition to, like, say if your third trade is a 1 to 10, I can guarantee that out of 100, 90 people will exit it at 101, 1:1.
Right.
Because it's like, okay, I record my loss, let me go home. So instead of that, why to stress out on that thing? Just take it when there is momentum, you make money, make sure your risk is limited. that should be good enough.
Correct. Yes. For buying, that is the logic to follow. So yes, so that's very good, sir. So basically, as of now, you're waiting for basically some data with related to paper trading.
Yes, because once I feel comfortable, only then I would be
promoting this to the clients. Correct.
Yes, and I have deployed everything on live offline because the paper trading price, like, I mean, I have deleted, initially it was on paper trade and then have deleted and put it on live offline because the price matches to the real trade more or less.
In live offline, correct.
Yeah, right.
In live
So,
offline. Yes.
So that's the reason I said, okay, let me go to live offline. So I'll be as close to the, real scenario as possible.
Correct. Correct.
So I would say after a month or so, I would be in a position to get this live. And also, see, my main client like looking is, I would be looking at the retail traders because option seller has a huge capital, and a guy who has a huge capital, like out of say 70%, he knows what he's doing.
Correct.
Right. If like my brother, the guy who presented, Pradeep, right?
Okay.
Okay. If a guy who has a huge capital, or say a good amount of capital, so, and which means he has grown in the market and he knows his stuff of selling. But the majority of the client I am targeting is the guys who are coming on board, right? Say with a capital of 40, 50K, and that is a big chunk, right? Compared to option seller, that is a big chunk, and those are the big chunk who will lose fast.
Right. Yes.
Right. Out of that 100, within the 6 months or 8 months, like 80 will be gone.
Correct.
So my focus is, okay, let me tap into that part, right? Because if there is a slow and steady income coming in, right? If he's disciplined enough, he'll leave. Because, like, say for example, today he makes 5K in 1x. Tomorrow if he makes 2x, then I mean you can't help it. But I mean, whoever subscribed to my family members and all, I've given a private link, but they have not deployed. But everyone I have told is, like, if you're starting with 30K, before you go to 60K or 65K, I mean, don't even think of 2x.
Right.
Because after 60, you are doing 2x. You're basically, I mean, the second part risk is not on yours. I mean, you're right. It's more or less like you're trading on whatever you earn. So that is how you compound, and that is how I am also doing. I mean, like today, if I make 10K, tomorrow I'll not go and take 10 lots. If I'm doing 5 lots today, that depends on. So that is my the focus of clients. What I was looking for.
Yes, that's a very good thing, sir. So because what happens is that even if you see on marketplace, right, 90% of the strategies are option selling. So if you have a option buying strategy, which can give consistently good returns, right, with risk management, I think people will love it, because on an average, right, not everyone, most of the people and even the Tradetron clients, they come up with the capital. In fact, if you have seen Zerodha's report also, almost 85 to 90% of the people are there who have capital of about 1.5 to 2 lakhs in their account in Zerodha. So people are not looking for something that is, a high capital kind of a strategy. In most of the cases, there are a few bunch that are high net worth individual clients who will deploy those type of strategies. But majority of the people, when they come to us during this thing also, right, in the support and chat and all, they ask for strategies which are either option buying or have limited capital requirements. So if in that case, if this strategy works out well in terms of the risk management that comes along with the option being an option buying strategy, because you are in option buying, the drawdown is also equally high. So according to that, if that happens, then that will be a good strategy to be there on the market. So that's one this thing advantage.
I'll just show you the stats graph. The thing is, like if you see any option selling stats graph, right? I'm just opening a random one, right? Okay, you see this drawdown here, right? In option selling, okay, if you are like a normal, like if you sell straddle or something, this is more of a less like a smooth curve.
Oh, this is for option buying. This is very good. In fact, if this is kind of a this thing, standard deviation drawdown of 21% for an option buying strategy is hardly anything.
Yeah, because my focus is, I mean, like if I buy at something at 100, right, I'm buying it at momentum.
Right.
If it goes to 50, I'm already proven. Like if it goes to 70 also, I'm already proven wrong. I don't need to wait till it goes to 30.
Correct.
If it comes back to 100, then again I'll jump the bus and I'll get in again.
Correct.
I mean, I don't want to be told at 30 that you're wrong. At 70, I know that I'm wrong already.
Correct.
Right. So, I mean, I'll exit there, and again, if it crosses 100, if it has to go in my way, I'll again enter it.
Okay. And one more point that you can include is it's a purely intraday strategy, right? So no overnight risk.
Yeah, that I have mentioned already. The first first line itself, I don't know. This strategy works on intraday.
Okay. And how many trades per day?
Well, okay. Okay. I'll tell you the profit as well. Okay, how it works is, I mean, 2 stop losses, that's gone. Even if it is minus 100, it will count. Like if you buy something at 100, say it goes to 140 or something, and it trails and you lose 100 as a minus 100. It will be counted as a stop loss. Okay. Right. Even if it is minus 100 or so, even like anything which is in red, it will count as a negative.
Okay.
Because if you're, I mean, twice there is no momentum if you're coming back. So, I mean, doesn't make sense to again keep on trying it, because you're twice. And okay, and maximum profit, okay, that I have kept. I mean, there are 2 strategies which are different. Right. Okay. One would make around 5.5, and the other one is 4. But the thing is, okay, one is trailing will start, right? Once you buy, the trailing will start. But say if you are at 2,000 profit, which is basically 80 points or odd. Right? So if you have made already 80 points, then if it is, I mean, for after that, the trailing will be very aggressive. Like say for every 1 rupee, as an example, every 1 point up, the stop loss will come up by 2 points.
Okay.
So say for example, from 2,000 to 3,000, that's almost 40 points, right?
Right.
And if the strategy reverses from there, you will be at 80 points. Like 2,000, at least you will take home 2,000 that day.
Okay, because of the trailing stop loss that you have. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, because one is the things what I believe in is, one is keep the losses limited. Once you have proven twice wrong a day, I mean, there is again, market will open tomorrow again, right? So we'll come tomorrow and again try it.
Yeah. So this is the USP that you have, sir. That you know what, your strategy is not just about following a certain indicators, but more crux is on the risk management part, where your entry and exit, basically your profitability, you're stopping the trade as soon as if you made 2,600 as profit. And if you lose that in the next 2 trades, saying 1,300, you're stopping the trade. So there is no reason to take additional risk and face further losses. Okay, so you're going net zero at the end of the day rather than being in losses. So that's a very important risk management technique that you have.
No, if I'm making 2,500, I'll go home with at least 1,000.
Yeah, so basically,
I'll not go zero.
Because trailing stop loss, correct.
Yeah, I'll not go zero.
Correct. So because of the risk management that you have already in place,
yes,
right? Yeah, and that trailing stop loss that you have. So that's the USP that you have additional in your strategy. So if you can mention this also in your this thing, right? Whenever if you present it, or if you can include this in the description, right? That's a very good hook as we can discuss. Because what happens
I'll show you what I have written. Sorry to interrupt. Right? Because okay, I have written it just as a text, but okay, the wordings, like max profit per day in the strategy is capped at 7,500, which means the strategy will exit when MTM reaches 7.5. Okay, this number, I mean, I have mentioned it here. The number would be 5,000, whatever.
Okay.
Max loss per day is also capped at 2,600, which is basically 2 loss trades of 1,300. There may be some variation in final MTM.
Due to slippage, correct, yes.
Okay, strategy will close for the day if either 7.5 is reached or 2. This one is reached.
Okay.
Right? Okay, and one is the trend-based strategy, which you look to capture maximum points in the same time, trailing SL to protect profits.
Right.
Okay. I'll try to rephrase it so that, I mean, people can sense that, okay, if we are in a good trade, at least we'll take home something. I could give it as an example in terms of numbers. Instead of writing text, if I put it in terms of a number that, like, I mean, I could just mention if you make 2,500, so and for that day you'll at least take 1K or 800, whatever. I mean, whatever the figure, I mean, as per the rules. Because I mean, if I am reading this, I'll not read this. If I am going to subscribe to some strategy, right? If the numbers will hit my eyes more than the entire text.
Okay.
Right? If there is numbers visible, because end of the day you are coming here for money. So if you're putting numbers visible, so that will strike more than
the text that words that you're putting. Correct.
Yes.
So you can say, you can say it's a very unique combination of keyword based as well as momentum related strategy. I include those parameters in order to make this as efficient as possible in order to grab the trend of the market. And then basically, so here one point that I wanted to recommend you, Vardhaman sir, is that, he has not mentioned the parameters that he is using, right? How much is the stop loss? So that's a good thing. So you can mention that this is the profit that is capped, but don't mention that this is basically based on 30% stop loss or things like that. Because 7,500 profit is fine. That is okay. That is the amount that you've chosen. But he's not disclosing his actual parameters, which is important. That you're not giving out the entire logic of the strategy, but this is how it works, and this is basically the hook that you can create to basically deploy your strategy that way. Okay, good presentations. Yeah, Aditya, please go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, that should be done. Like, okay, I mean, even if I'm like, I would be going for selling as well, but I will not dive into that. I will subscribe to some of the strategy from Tradetron. Because I don't want to, because if there is something which is already making money, like Mr. Pradeep just now showed, I mean, I'm happy to subscribe to it and pay the charges, right? Because end of the day, if my money is getting compounded without me doing anything, right?
Correct.
Right. So why would I not go? I mean, so this the buying setup, what I am doing is I mean, I am targeting a separate set of crowd.
Correct. Yes.
Right.
There is a very, very strong client requirement for this also, sir. So there is a very
So my thing is, my focus is on, in terms of as a business, is on a separate side. On my personal money, I'll deploy it on. I mean, I do buying. I'm not denying that I do buying, but after certain point, you cannot buy. Right. After certain after certain capital, I mean, buying doesn't make that much sense. I mean, given the percentage of the amount of loss. Say, for example, here I am giving you a like 1,300 loss as an example, right? And that's a capital I'm mentioning 30,000. So, I mean, I wouldn't take this loss if I'm doing with the 1 CR, because end of the day, the amount looks big. I mean, like if you're showing me 5 lakh loss, right? I mean, no matter what it is, it might be 5%, even if it is 1 lakh loss on a 1 crore capital, it might be 1%, but as a human being, for me, it look into the 1 lakh, you lost 1 lakh, right? Doesn't make sense, right? So that is a separate thing. I mean, I would be going for selling because as a person, I would be going. As a business, this is where I see, because the main thing is I need to have more number of subscribers, right? The main thing is I need to more number of subscribers, and what is the right now crowd available?
Correct.
Right. I mean, the major focus, right? So
Right.
this part is separate, and from as a personal, I would go for this one, and I do buying. I mean, till now I'm buying. I'm not
Okay.
denying it. Till now I'm buying, but slowly I'll be venturing into that part.
Okay. Okay. That's a
Yes.
good thing, sir. Yeah.
Yes.
Can I say only one point?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I want to give you a small detail about, you have mentioned a very good point, which is not known to anyone. Like you showed for 30,000, 1,300 loss will be, seems very small. And if I do it in a 1 crore, it will be 1 lakh, 2 lakh loss. It seems very big, right? I accept that. But in matter of option, sir, I'm not to defend or offend anyone who is buying. Okay, I'm also an option buyer. I do sometime option buying also. So please don't take it as personally. I'm just giving a small suggestion. Whenever it is coming into option buying, if you incur a big loss, if you are having a very big capital like 1 crore, 2 crore, if you are getting a very big loss, you cannot recover it using same option buying strategies. But in case of option selling, even one important person in USA, a big trader who quoted an important sentence, which is like, he told like he is ready to even lose 100 crore in a single day, but that 100 crore should be 1% of his capital.
Yes.
Could you get my point?
Yeah.
Anyone can lose any much of amount in option selling, but that should not be more than 1% per day intraday.
Yes.
So
Yes,
even if it is 10 lakhs also loss in option selling, that doesn't matter, but it should not more than 1% of your capital, so that you can able to recover it as soon as possible using the same trade another day.
Yes.
Very next day or consecutive days, you can able to recover. But in option buying, a big loss cannot, a small loss can be captured again using option buying, but a big loss cannot be captured using option buying. So see, this is not to offend or anything, but just want to get you point.
On my explanation to this, actually, if you're having crores and crore, you should not come to for buying. You should protect the capital, and you should go for selling, and you should build slowly.
Yes.
These kind of buying strategies for retail investor, those who have very limited capital, and they should have to come up for the first crore with the limited capital. So for those people only, this kind of strategies they should enter.
I literally understand. I am very glad on you that you have created a good strategies for limited capital retailers people also. I'm very glad on you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, see, why I said that 1%, like even here, like 1,300 is the maximum loss, but even then, like if you count in terms of Bank Nifty points, it's around 50, 60 points, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. 50, 60 points in Bank Nifty, say at the money or little in the money, is nothing.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. So, I mean, what I have experienced is, I mean, like if I'm wrong there, as I told you, you already get to know you're wrong, right? Because if you're a momentum buyer, like if you might have seen, if there is momentum, you get to know it very soon, whether it is the strength is there or not.
Correct.
That's the reason. I mean, my main focus was, I mean, keep the loss in control. Profit will come. I mean, no matter how bad a strategy you have, out of 10, at least 2 you will make money. Out of 10, how bad you are. I mean, like you're buying, even like anybody punches the order, like out of 10, at least 2, anybody will make money. But the thing is, the 2 should be greater than the 8. That's the whole crux.
Yes. So overall, basically, your overall whatever strategies you have, it should set up. So it's important to have a combination of both, like you said, right? So it's so there should be some buying portion also and some selling portion also. Selling portion is basically for the majority of the capital, where you're taking very limited risk, but some amount of this thing should be also kept for momentum, where you can take advantage of the trend. So that way it will set off each other, and that way the portfolio can be profitable over the longer term. That's a good combination to have, sir. Yes.
Yeah, you will need both.
Yes.
Because like if someday you're I mean, a 200 rupees option might go to say 800 as an example.
Yes.
If you're selling the 200 option, it might go to 50 that day. So that day there is an advantage of having the call side, I mean the buying side option as well, because that one day you might make money as well. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's a combination of like, I mean, every day one or the other guy will win, but okay, it's 70% sellers and 30% buyers if you count like as a normal. But if you have something to cater for that 30%, it's good to have. It's not like something you should have, but it's good to have.
Correct, sir. Yes, that's a good logic, sir. Yes. So I think you have covered almost all. So basically, as of now, what I get from you is that where you have put the strategy on, say, paper trading, you're testing your strategy is fixed as of now. You're testing it for a period of, say, this entire month. And then after that, once it is working as per your parameters, you will just start taking it live for your users, right?
Well, after April or say May, in sometime in mid-May, when I feel confident, it will be first deployed in my known accounts.
Okay.
Like the people who will not, I mean, like my family and close friends only. Because in case something goes wrong, I have like the guys who are, I mean, trusting me. Once I mean, like get hold of them or say that's sorted out, only then it makes sense for me to go and look outside or advertise and etc. etc. I mean, I have created a Telegram group. All that part is there. Okay. So I have practiced making videos and in parallel, like as a couple of weeks back you said, right? So the video part and all that. Okay.
Right.
That part I'm working in because like it's not something which will come overnight.
Correct.
Like even managing a Telegram group or anything like making a video, it will not come overnight.
Correct.
It will take some time to like I have a YouTube channel already, and I mentioned here like YouTube channel. I have a couple of videos and all that. But those are all like what you say, something which is in like parallel. I am trying to learn.
Right. And also, one thing I wanted to give you as a general this thing, right? Advice is that whenever you're promoting the strategies on Tradetron, right, your own strategies, also just explain them about the most important part, that is error execution. Because if any time any error execution happens, right, it's important for the clients to know what action that needs to be taken initially, at least. So once they are well versed about how to manage error and how to close out the positions and redeploy the strategy, then it takes out the headache from your end also, where
let me go on.
So basically, so that one point also you can start including whenever you start basically talking to your clients whenever this. So basically deploying the strategy is easy part, getting the returns is also easy part. Only thing that the risk that is involved is where if the strategy has gone into error with an open position, then in that case that can create a possibility of a profit also and a possibility of loss also. So once that part is also included and clients know before deploying the strategy, if they are especially new to Tradetron, if you explain that also, then in that case what will happen is that it will be like the entire process for them also will be very smooth.
As an example, I'm just like made some PDFs, right? This is like strategy deployment on live auto. I mean, like how do you do that? Like just a step-to-step procedure, which I send to my
your users. Okay, nice.
Okay. I mean, like this, and there are some other stuff which I have done. So like that, I'll be. This is all the like. What do you say? The secondary part which is being worked in parallel. So that when we are going live, so we are, I mean, prepared in terms of all this stuff, because we don't have to run around for this stuff when we go for the like launch or something.
Correct. Yes.
So this part, right? This part is in parallel. We are working out. Like, and we test it like we have a WhatsApp number and all that just to. But basically, this is like you're starting a new business. Like
yes.
So that part, I mean, strategy, once you're made, I mean, there's nothing you will be doing it. Once your strategy is done, the next the hardest part is getting the customers or clients and promoting it.
Correct.
Because once your strategy is done, it's done. I mean, it will keep on doing the
right. Yeah.
The only thing is you need to get your clients in. So that part also, I mean, I would suggest like everyone has to like start working on that, because I mean, frankly speaking, it does take time. Like making a like YouTube video or something, it does take time. Like to learn the I mean, how to make a video. Like if somebody is already doing, that's a different point.
Yeah.
And
So initially it will take time. Initially,
Yeah.
yes, it will take time. Once you are through with it, right? So slowly, yes, it is going to take some time. It will not come overnight, as you said. So slowly, you will be able to, once you see, in the meanwhile, right? So your chart will also start showing up on this thing. And once your paper trading deployment starts working fine, automatically strategy starts giving good returns, then you will start getting the clients also. The trust will also automatically build, and then you can start promoting slowly on YouTube and Telegram and things like that. So
right.
Yeah, as long as the most important part, as long as you have a good strategy with good risk management, I think automatically everything will fall in place.
Yes, I mean, the first part is your strategy should make money. So.
Correct, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
All right.
So that's a good presentation. Yeah, that's a good presentation. Do you guys think that we should continue with this because it's already 15:15? Do you want to continue tomorrow? Because I don't want to hurry up with the other two presenters also. Kiran sir, because I think in 15-20 minutes we will not be able to give a good presentation. Or we can do it tomorrow. Sorry?
Yes, sir. We can have tomorrow because I have a bit more data to present.
Yeah, so that's what in 15 minutes doesn't make sense because the idea was to this thing, but the thing is, as we saw it today, right? It's better to have a detailed discussion so that everyone, in order to understand about you also and also to give a proper feedback. So I think we can continue tomorrow. I think 2 people have presented today. So I think 2 more we can have a presentation about that tomorrow, and still we will have some time just to go through the revision part. So accordingly, we will finish it off. Okay, sir.
Thank you. No
All
issues.
right, yeah. Okay, thank. And if you have any queries, just let me know. See, I hope I'll just send my number in, and I hope that see, whenever you guys have any questions, right? Sometimes the support may not be immediately be able to help you. At least send me a message on this WhatsApp number so that whenever I get free, right, I will try to resolve your queries, which some of you are already doing in case of emergency and all. Okay, sir. So this is my number. Please make a note of that. This is WhatsApp. And just message me anytime if you have any queries. All right.
Yes, sir. Nowadays, support system was very much
sir,
busy.
Sir, actually, yes, the busy. That's the main thing, sir. Because the client base has constantly increased. We have already hired a few people, but they are also under training. So because of which we are not able to give immediate response to the users. But the thing is, if in case you face any this thing, right? Whenever I get free, immediately I will be able to help you out at least on WhatsApp or any help that you need. Okay, sir. So this is my number, and accordingly we will resolve. Already I've discussed with a couple of issues with you, Kiran sir. On Monday we will try to give you a solution for that also. Okay, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, so one point on the back test. Okay.
Yes.
We have noticed some things like, okay, not this. Some of them don't start. I mean, okay, it's not something which is started now.
So,
even in last week, I had some issue, and then I spoke to the customer care. So they
stuck, sir. Yeah, this is just one that is when you see this current candle, right? So April 11. 02, that means this particular backtest, right, is working. Yeah. Okay. If there is backtest, if it started on April 8th and it's showing current candle as dash, right, that means it has got stuck and it is not proceeding. Okay. And this backtest, I can see that this was put before April 13th. Okay. So that means that this is a process. So in this case, we will have to give you a credit for this backtest that is stuck, and then you will have to rerun that backtest again, sir.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, even this April 7th, what you see, right? I had put it on April 1st first. Okay.
Okay.
Until 6th, it didn't start. So I complained, and then they gave credited back, and then I put it back on 7th, and it started. Okay.
Okay.
Then the 8th part is stuck. So okay. So even for that also, I have sent an email to the support team.
Okay.
And that was one. And this, how do you think we can, resolve the 1 minute part? I said so. There's no way we can. Because if there is something which is like a strategy which I follow for momentum, so the entire candle range or something becomes important.
Correct, right. So especially if it's an LTP in buying strategy, then we cannot basically rely on the open or the close of the 1 minute candle. It's based on LTP. But the thing is, unfortunately, sir, as of now in backtest, the data that we have, right, it's only on open, high, low, and close. So because of that, either you can choose open only of the candle or the close of the candle. So because of that, it's basically the data will be based on that. But in this case, yeah, it will be very difficult to rely on the backtest results, because the actual result will be much better as compared to the backtest. Because as you saw, right, that in backtest the profit loss of around 3,500 is also getting captured whenever, even when you are this thing, because it's taking the candle open, next candle open kind of this thing data, instead of closing it where it is actually just 2,600 that way.
Anyways, okay. I mean, I'm not relying in, but I'm just doing a backtest to just have a rough idea of, because I know, I mean, I cannot rely on that, but this, I mean, this getting stuck part, we could just check up, because I mean, last month it was fine. This month it's a little bit more frequent. What I'm seeing.
Okay, we'll just say, sir, what happens is the backtest is also, actually there are issues in terms of, because it's in the beta stage as of now. Our team is working on it. So that's the reason why what we do is, if there is any time if the backtest gets stuck, right, we give out free credits to the users just to make sure that, they can run it again. So we will check it. And also if there is an issue, I will discuss it with our team and we will let you know, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. We will meet again tomorrow, and I hope everyone joins in like today, so that we will learn from others also, and we will also be able to give proper feedback to others. So accordingly, we will have a good session then. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Okay. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.